Well, hello, my beautiful Gemini. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your messages for April 2020. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful messages, your likes, subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all of your wonderful energy. And also thank you for the incredible inspirational quotes that you've been putting in the boxes below. I'm slowly getting through those and announcing the winner, the second winner from the second batch there. Okay. Also, this is a gentle reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody. Please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. Okay. And so without further ado, I'll get straight to your reading. Just take away that ash. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, let's get straight to it, Gemini. I'm using Fortune cards by Shalna Star. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What do my beautiful Gemini need to know for April 2020? What do they need to know for April 2020? Can you please guide them to their first general overall energy of the reading? For those of you who are joining my channel for the first time, I take jumpers from the pack. I do not choose the card, because I believe that is my energy if I choose the card. But jumpers are a message from Spirit. So please feel free to fast forward this part if it goes on too long. Thank you, Spirit. I'm ready. If you could have the one card now. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Perseverance. Okay, so the general mood of April for you, Gemini, is perseverance here. Can you see that there? We've got the Perseverance card. And it says here, you may feel like you're getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. Okay? So Spirit is saying, Gemini, very tough month from March going into April, and you do feel very stuck at the moment. Now, I know that is a general thing to say because of what's happening in the world. I don't really want to point out the obvious there, because this message is about what Spirit has to say rather than anything else. So, but they are saying that please don't give up. Please do not feel that things are not going to be shifting in your favor. They will be. You just have to give it a little bit of time. Everything is in delay at the moment. So once things become harmonious again and back into balance, there is something wonderful on its way for you. So please do not give up. Keep persevering with whatever it is that you have been doing, Gemini, or if you've had this wonderful idea to sort of start up or run with right now, don't give up on that idea, because your perseverance with it will bring a lot of success there. Okay, so that's the general overall mood for April. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. If I could have one more. What else do my beautiful Gemini need to know? April 2020. Oh, no. They said no. Thank you so much. That's the one. Thank you. Positive work outcomes. Okay, this is the mood towards the end of April there for you. Positive work outcomes. Okay, and it says consistent efforts will bring rewards and a major purchase is worth making. Okay, they are indicating to me that's towards the end of April, so hold off on any major purchases until the end of April. Okay, but there is this idea of persevering through this time and having a positive outlook on there, because there are changes towards the end of April for you, and wonderful things are happening towards the end. So don't give up towards the end of April. That's what they want you to know there. That's the general mood of what's happening there. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm just going to get to the main body of your reading. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What do my beautiful Gemini need to know for April 2020? What do they need to know? Could you please guide them? Thank you so much. So the first card, okay, we've got Two of Cups, but it is in reverse. Okay, so this is, they really clarified right now. They're saying separation, okay? So this is a separation card. There is some form of, you've either just broken up with someone or you've just been separated from them because of what's happening at the moment globally, this pandemic. But it is about, some sort of partnership that was happening between you and another Gemini. You are currently separated from that person. Okay, now it can speak, as I said, of this pandemic thing that's going on. You're currently on lockdown or isolation from those that you love. You are currently, you are separated from them. Okay, now that doesn't mean that you're disconnected from this person. You may have broken up with someone also just recently, March or before March, they're even indicating. So this does speak of some sort of breakup or separation going on there. Now, it also speaks of arguments or, excuse me, arguments with those that you love. It's slightly there's no harmony right now at the beginning of April. This is the general feeling that I've got from you, Gemini. You're out of balance a little bit, out of harmony, or separated or segregated from those that you love or that you really want to be with, or you've had some sort of breakup. So it is a separation card there, okay? Now, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. If you have a partner that you're currently separated, thank you so much. Okay, wow. Yeah, so Ace of Wands, okay? So this is, during this time, you have an urge to be creative with your communication with this person or these people. So if you are currently on your own, Gemini, or you've been segregated or separated from those that you love, you're finding unique ways to be creative and keep your spirits really high. Now, they're saying, Gemini, that you're very gifted and you have a lot of interesting ideas. You're very, as I said, your output creatively, is something that's very unique about you, Gemini. So you're finding a way to keep in contact with those friends or family, those that you love, that you're separated from, and you're really put it out there. It's almost like you are raising the mood and the vibrations for everybody. It's a gift you've been given. It's divinely guided from the universe there. As you can see, the hand of the universe is coming on in, and it's given you this wonderful inspiration and this really huge urge to create there. Spirit is really looking after you there, and they're sending you this almost as a sign. This is so bizarre. They've just shown me some people are drummers. Is there people out there who are drumming? Music, something to do with music or some sort of drumming. That's going on there. If that connects with you, great. But I'm just telling you what they're showing me. But there is a new project on its way for you also. This speaks of new ideas, new projects, and new urges to create something that will be very successful and very fruitful during this time, okay? So this inspiration will come to you at the beginning of April there. And it is connected to the fact that you're separated from somebody or some people, okay? So it's if you've had heartbreak, then this... if you've had heartbreak and you've recently broken up with someone that you were deeply in love with, or that, in the past, but things went wrong between you both and now you either hate each other or, you're trying to work out some sort of breakup, a lot of inspiration and creative ideas will come from this, okay? Spirit is saying this is a good time to use that inspiration to become... have some sort of successful creative project on your hands that can bear fruit financially as well as emotionally there. It's something that really speaks to your passion, your emotions, something that you have very strong emotion about, but it could also be connected to the fact that you're separated from those that you love because of what's happening in the world, this pandemic, but you're finding a creative way to keep everybody's spirits really high. And Spirit is saying you've been given this wonderful urge to be creative, to keep everybody's spirits high, Gemini, very important at this time. Now we do have the Four of Pentacles, and it is in reverse, okay? So this is a very vulnerable mindset right now, and completely understandable. Things are very up in the air at the moment with life as we know it as humans all around the world. So this card talks about like the mindset of financial thinking, how am I going to have enough? I had enough saved for a rainy day. Am I going to make it through financially? You really, it's like you're looking after your money and but you're having to use it. You're in a vulnerable position. So it is a vulnerability kind of mindset in terms of your money. You're worried about, and again, understandably so, you're worried about using too much of your money, and falling into poverty or bankruptcy there. Now, Spirit is saying they're divinely guiding you. They're giving you this inspiration. They have got your back, okay? But this is the worry that you have at the moment about money. And, they really want you to know you're not alone, okay? You're just feeling very vulnerable right now, as is a lot of people out there. But they're saying you're not alone, okay? So just be careful of your money. They're also saying use it wisely during this time. So this does relate also to this is the energy that's come from March into April. So this just shows that you are you actually are, they've corrected me there, you actually are using your money very wisely because you are worried about falling into hard times financially. Okay, they wanted me to word it a different way. So they've corrected me. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm truly grateful. Yeah, they really see you using your money wisely in order to get by during this time, is what they're saying with that card. Thank you so much, Spirit. What else do my beautiful Geminis need to know? Sorry, I paused there because all of a sudden the deck got very heavy. Okay, this only happened with one other sign, and it all of a sudden just became incredibly heavy. Now, with the other sign, I think it was Virgo, I'm not sure. With the other sign, my arms and everything became very heavy with it. But actually, it's just the deck that's feeling really heavy right now for your read. So this energy is being weighed down. You're feeling really weighed down. But because it's only in my hands to do with the deck, I just need to have a moment to focus on what that could mean. Sorry, one second. Yeah, again, it is to do with the finances. You're feeling it's a very heavy energy in terms of giving. Yeah, very heavy energy in terms of giving out money, and it is to do with money there. Yeah, so what we have here, so we do have positive cards coming on in. So I will come to that in a moment. The High Priestess card we have, which is a wonderful card, and that's about trusting your intuition with it. Okay, so I expect the deck to feel lighter now, because that's the energy you've got as you come into the end of the first week of April. Is this very heavy feeling towards possessions, money, trying to work things out financially, okay? But they are sending you that wonderful gift there. They're asking you to really trust your intuition with this High Priestess card, okay? When this happens, this is about secrets coming to light, mysteries almost being revealed. Some of you will be very psychic at this time. They want to relate back constantly to this card using your psychic ability. Some dreams will be very prophetic for you, and you will have, and this is in the first week of April, you will have some sort of idea or something that reoccurs. And if it keeps reoccurring to you, Gemini, they're saying you must be really mindful of it, because actually this is something that sows the seeds for success. They're saying sow the seeds for success. Okay, so because it will be very fruitful for you. So yeah, this is a time for using intuition, keeping your third eye open. They're saying meditate, keep during this time, use it to be silent and really listen to what's coming to you, okay, because it's very important, Gemini. So yeah, they're saying your third eye is very open, so please, keep it that way and really listen to your instincts there. It is about trusting yourself, basically, and everything that comes to your gut instincts. But something will be revealed to you towards the second week of April there. Now, it's almost like you've been clouded from March into April. There's this cloudy feeling about you where you just don't know. You don't know where you stand with something, and it might be to do with this world situation of this pandemic, but also I feel it's something's a little bit more closer to home there in terms of your personal life. Something's been very cloudy, maybe to do with this breakup, and some secrets come to life here. but it could also be you finding out a bit more about this world situation that's going on there for you. They are saying really trust yourself, really trust your instincts. Now you do have the Lovers card here, so it does talk about a shift. Okay, so you're starting April with this, this distance, this segregation or separation there. But the Lovers card right in the center, and it's interesting because the strongest cards are the first card and the middle card of your reading. Okay, and we have the Lovers. This is major arcana, so it is something to do with your major life decisions here. Now, when you got the Lovers coming on in there, that speaks of coming together again in unity. It is partnership, and it is having like the strength of two. Okay, it is that balance and harmony. So it is this shift that's happening towards the middle of April there. Now, a lot of the energy from most of the signs, so I can only take it as an indication from Spirit that as of April, things are really going to be shifting. Middle of April towards the end of April, things are really going to be shifting in a more positive, harmonious way, because every read so far has got that energy. Okay, so they are saying that you will be coming back together with a person, or you will in some way be connecting with a soulmate towards the middle of April there. But it is partnerships coming together, very deep love, very deep bonds there. You're making a choice about something. So when some information comes to light there and you're making decisions, okay, you start making choices about your love situation or those that you feel are, fated to be in your life. So it could be friends or family that you're reconnecting with as things shift, but it speaks more about this deep love connection between you and a soulmate energy coming back together. Now, you have shown up in your own reading because this is a Gemini card, so you're right at the center of your reading. So this is to do with you and feeling the strength of two together. It is you and another person against the world kind of energy, okay? But it does bring a lot of balance and harmony, as you can see. The sun is shining again. There is a lot of freedom. You're being guided and looked after. You've got the angel presiding over you there, and you are in balance and harmony with this person or these people. I feel more it's a person in particular that's very close to you. Now, it could be the person that you separated from, you've decided to reconnect after something comes to light. Now, obviously, if this was, I haven't been shown any sort of abusive relationship or any reason why there was a separation or segregation. So obviously, these are your choices. I cannot advise you in any shape or form. I'm only saying what the cards are saying. There is a reconnection here, right at the center of your reading. And it is about coming together in truth and harmony, okay? So after a time of separation, this shift happens towards the middle of April there as the energy changes up. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What else do my beautiful Geminis need to know for April 2020? Oh, thank you so much. So normally I don't take too many cards, but when they all pop out, but they said I have to take these ones. So, wow, there's quite a few, but they've asked me to take them all. So thank you so much, Spirit. I'll just come to them as they come. So you have the Page of Wands there. So there is news coming on in regarding this project or this creative idea. Now, this is a Sagittarian card, so it is, again, speaks to an element of fire, okay? So something you're very strongly emotional about, something that really speaks to your soul. They keep asking to come back to Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands. So it's really important, this Ace of Wands, this creative idea or using your creative talents or gifts in order to help raise other people's vibrations, or to indeed raise your vibrations and run with a creative project that will serve you very well in the future, financially and emotionally, okay? So this Page of Wands there is, as I said, it's being active, and it's an action card because it speaks to the Sagittarian energy. It's being active on this project, making it happen, really actioning this creative idea, making it happen, okay? Having that sort of achiever kind of energy on this project, okay? And now also when we're talking about pages, when we it comes up back to back with the Lovers. You could be dealing with a Sagittarian here, but also it speaks of a younger energy that we could be picking up here, or someone who is the similar age as you, but is not as mature as you, Gemini. Okay, so we do have that Sagittarian energy around you. But also someone who is younger or feels younger. But by less mature, I do not mean that they are childish in any way. I mean that they've got that wonderful childlike energy, as in, you know, they're raising people's spirits kind of energy. Someone who walks into a room and makes everybody laugh and happy. That's the energy I've got. Someone who just goes, you know what, that John, he's so funny, you know, it just makes me laugh. I just love spending 10 minutes in his time. You know, that Jane, I love her so much. I love spending 20 minutes just chatting away to her. She really makes me happy. It's got this wonderful energy about it, okay? And I really feel that this is actually to do with this younger person energy, but also it's to do with you and this creativity, okay? They're really connecting the energy of the card, this Sagittarian energy with the card, towards your creative energy. Some of you may make people laugh. You know, are you comedians? I don't know. Are you? You really like. You've got the funnies. I think that's what's come through. You got the funnies. You know, you very you like to, yeah, you like to really make everyone come together and have a happy time, Gemini. This is the energy I'm getting from this card. But it's after a time of, yeah, separation, and you use your creative gifts. If you know, you're good at making people laugh. Maybe sending videos out there of making people laugh, or you're sending people videos of funny things to keep their spirits high. I just see stuff like that happening, okay? And then we got the Nine of Wands here, okay? When the Nine of Wands turns up, this is about, you know, it's still keeping boundaries and keeping distance, okay? It is, again, a persistence card. So they wanted me to connect it to the perseverance card here. So even if you look up the traditional meaning of this card in the Rider-Waite Tarot, it is about keeping or maintaining boundaries. So I really feel some of you will still be at a distance from people. You'll be reconnecting with them, but not with everybody. Only your closest. That's what they're saying. Only the closest reconnecting. Only the closest. Okay? So yeah, there will be some distancing still going on there, but this is also that persistence card. It is about perseverance, okay? And it is to do with, again, what you're passionate about, something that is very strong emotion, something you're really enthusiastic about, something that really, when you get up in the morning, you're like, I need to do that. It's that energy that comes from... it could speak of this creative work situation, or this creative idea situation that you want to do that in order to raise people's spirits. But they are saying it is about, again, maintaining those boundaries, but at the same time persevering through that time, because they're saying that, again, they want me to read out this card. Okay, it says, you may feel like you're getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. They've asked me to read it again in connection with this card. So thank you so much. They want you to remember that wonderful things are, thank you so much, Spirit, are on their way. Thank you so much, Spirit. Yeah, okay. But it's slow progress, okay? So you have the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Wands in reverse, okay? Eight of Wands speaks again of this delay, okay? Everything slowing down, everything coming to almost like a standstill. So they're saying, even though there is a shift at towards the middle of April there in terms of reconnecting with some of your really closest people, there is still delays, okay? And there's also, this card also speaks to travel problems. So some of you may have booked certain traveling plans, and even in April they may still be cancelled or delayed, okay? And this is towards the end of April here. We're talking about the third week of April here for this, okay? And they're saying, yeah, so these plans are, they may stall, there may be delays there. It's like frustrations, things that will cause you frustration. So there's nothing, nothing bad going on there. It's just frustrating. Okay, you're a doer. You like to get out there. You like to have adventures. You want to get, you want to do exciting stuff, powerful, creative things. And you can do that, but they're saying it's all in delay. So just have patience, perseverance. You are getting somewhere, but there is this frustrative delay there, okay? Normally when we have it in upright position, it's a quick change and a quick action change. But in the reverse, which is turned up here, they're saying, yeah, be prepared. There is this delay going on here. Now we do have the Four of Swords, okay? So towards the end of April here, Four of Swords again speaks of this solitude, okay? This solitude, but you're in recovery mode. You've retreated from the world almost. Well, yeah, again, that's obvious. I don't want to say anything that's obvious. I want to only speak about what's in the cards and what I'm being given by Spirit. But it is a solitude card, but it is a recovery mode. Okay, so it does speak of the energy changing and this being a time of recovery and being back in balance towards the end of April. Now, I have got a lot of these cards speaking the same thing towards the end of April for most of the signs, okay? So I can only imagine that that the energy of the world is balancing out and becoming more harmonious towards the end of April, okay? So this is a rest and recovery mode energy coming from this card, and as you can see there, that character in that card is not anxious in any way, but they are using the time, using the solitude to get that rest, to recuperate energy, energize and power up there, okay? So you're recovering, they're showing me like recovering from being a machine type person, where you're connected to your mobile phone, your laptop, all of these ideas, all this running through. It's almost like you're disconnecting from all of that, stepping away and really reconnecting with yourself, powering up your human soul, okay? They're showing me slight distance from your mobile phones and electronic goods there, stepping away to have that recovery and to have that peace. Now, wonderful, you have the Ten of Cups, okay? This is a joyous outcome. This is a lot of family contentment, a lot of support and love for each other. All of you at the end of April coming together and celebrating, okay? The cups are completely full, so this is an emotionally contented card, but it does speak of a lot of happiness within your family unit, or with those that you consider family, friends, your closest unit there, all celebrating for a joyous outcome, okay? So it's a very positive time there towards the end of April for you. That does mean it does bring a few, because of things that have happened in the world, it does mean with the Two of Pentacles that have come on in there, you are going to start end April going into May with a few decisions, okay? You're going to be multitasking quite a bit. You're going to have a lot of options open to you. It's almost like there's this restart in the world for some of you. So you're going to have a lot of things to think about towards the end of April and make some decisions there. You will ultimately have two choices. You've got the two coins there. It is to do with your money. So again, they're bringing me back to this wonderful creative idea that's come in for you there, in terms of making more money, or something that you are really strongly emotional about and excited to get up and do every morning. Is something that will bring you a lot of money, but it will also bring that emotional fulfillment. So they are saying you have a lot of choices to make. You will make the right choice, of course, because you're listening to your gut instinct there with the Hierophant. The High Priestess there. So they're saying use that instinct and make the choices. Now, thank you so much, Spirit. I'm truly grateful. That is the foundational read from the Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm getting straight to the clarification of this reading for you through the Fountain Tarot by Jonathan Sues. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Thank you. I was going to say, can you clarify this reading? You have the Empress. Beautiful card. Again, it speaks of creation. They are saying how important creation is to you during this time. Now, this card does also speak about good parenting. So, Gemini, if you are at home and having to school your children, during this time, or if you're just dealing with having to look after your children during this time of isolation and things. They're saying that you're doing a really good job. They really want to acknowledge that and say how wonderful you are being a great parent there. They really know how hard it is, and they want to acknowledge through the reading that you're doing a good job, okay? No matter how you're doing it, you're still doing a good job. They just want you to be aware of that. But this is a very creative time for you, Gemini. But also it speaks of a wonderful sort of abundant time to come ahead. It is a time of creation, but abundance will follow, okay? Also, it's a very fertile time. So if you are in lockdown with your partner, this is a time for making babies, is what they're saying. So if you don't want to head down that route just yet, take the precautions. But if you do want to have children, this is a very fertile time for you, Gemini, okay? But some of you may be separated from your partner and be thinking about when you get back together, whether you're separated because of work or this lockdown that's gone on all around the world. They're saying when you do get back together, it'll be a very fertile time for you to have children, okay? If that's what you want. Oh, yes, they said it there for the decisions. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What else do my Geminis need to know? Can you please guide me? Thank you so much. This card just popped right on out there. Queen of Swords. Yeah. So Queen of Swords is this self-sufficiency going on here. Okay. It is connected here to the High Priestess. Something will come to light. Something will be in total honesty there for you, and you'll make some decisions there based on it, Gemini, okay, which will lead to this wonderful shift, okay, of people coming together or, being united in some front. So yeah, when we get the Queen of Swords card, it is a Libran card, so it speaks of balance and harmony, but that's the energy that's coming from the card. It is an air element, so that speaks to the intellect. So this is about self-sufficient, calming your mind, being totally honest with your situation, but being very in your own power about it, okay? Now, some of you may be dealing with a Libra there that has come up. This may speak of the person that you're in partnership with or that you're separated from, but the energy of the card is about being self-sufficient during this time. They keep bringing me back to this Ace of Wands here, so it's very important. They're saying use your time wisely to be very creative, and creative not just for yourself to raise your spirits, but to raise other people's spirits, okay? So the Queen of Swords also, as you can see, she's almost like in isolation herself. She's behind all of this sort of ice or glass and looking out at the world, okay? But she's looking out, making decisions there, and it is about wanting to reconnect, but just sussing out what's going on outside first, but leading in total self-sufficiency, okay? That's the energy from the card. So you may be dealing with a person, a Libran, who is like that, or this could be Gemini. The energy from the card is speaking of how you feel at the moment during the April period, okay? But it is, as you can see, the sword of, I like to call it the sword of BS. It is down. She's got it ready. This is not a gender specific reading, by the way, male or female. It's just about the energy. So she's got it ready, but she's not needing it, okay? There is no need to have the boundary, that sort of being ready to fight or flight. There's no need for that. It's just a waiting game. She's sitting there, she's waiting, and things will balance themselves out. So that's what they want you to know. Where does this go? You want it to go here? Okay, thank you. So they've asked for it to be on top of your money card, by the way. So this is again about you thinking about your money. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. They've asked again about the Perseverance card, and they're thank you so much, Spirit. They're drawing my attention to the Perseverance card, saying there are wonderful changes ahead, so please don't worry. Please don't worry. Now, you do have the Knight of Wands turn up there, but this is in reverse, okay? So, Knight of Wands. Yeah, Knight of Wands. So it is about this chaotic energy with another person. Now, this could be like an ex. If you've split up from this person, it could be this chaotic energy that you have there with this other person. It's like you have a real sexual bond between this person. Every time you meet them, well, when you're away from them, you're kind of like, not going to go back there. Just no, definitely not. But then you spend some time in their presence and all of a sudden you're in bed together. It's got that energy about it when it's in reverse. It is a chaotic energy also in terms of you and your partnership with somebody. There's a chaos there at the moment, so it will level itself out, they want you to know, but it does speak of this sort of chaotic impulsivity energy, okay, that's going on with this card. Yeah, everything's just in disarray with this card, so they are just clarifying that that's the energy at the beginning towards the middle of April, but it does all come out in balance. They really want you to know that. Thank you so much, Spirit guides. Oh, okay, those two. Okay, so we do have, we'll come there. Thank you so much. We do have the Devil card, okay? This normally does speak about exes as well and abusive relationships, but we are in the reverse with the Devil card, so don't panic because this is recovery, okay? Now, they've also said that this is speaking of the recovery towards the end of the month, okay? This recovery of balance and harmony as an overall energy in the world. That's the feeling I'm getting from this card. But the Devil card, it is you leaving this abusive situation behind, or this chaotic situation behind for some of you. But this card does speak of some seriously sexy times ahead, Gemini. So you do have, when you're reconnecting with people, there is a lot of sexual energy going on as we're coming out of April. So if you're looking for some action in that department, you're surely going to get it towards the end of April there. They just want you to know that, okay? I love it when they talk, they mention those things. It's amazing. So yeah, you have that wonderful recovery coming on in there at the end of April. So, and it is, as you can see, it's about, oh yeah, they just wanted me to show you this. When it's in the upright position with this deck, the energy is not knowing which direction to go in, being pulled in either direction. So they've asked me again to show you this card, okay? So it is decisions, you know, making those decisions. But because it's in the reverse, it feels like the cloud is lifting from you. You know the direction. You're taking charge of your own direction there, okay? So there is no confusion like there is when it's in the upright position. They want you to know that, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit. And the final card we have is the Ten of Swords, okay? Now this is a tough card, okay? This is feeling like you're at rock bottom, or you completing the end of a very painful cycle, Gemini, okay? But it is the completion of the very end of that cycle. It is yeah, feeling like rock bottom with this situation. But they're asking you again with this perseverance card. They're saying, please persevere, persevere. There are some wonderful changes ahead, so please don't give up. Please don't give up, okay? So someone really either stabbed you in the back, or you found out that you couldn't trust people like you thought you could during this time. Again, it relates to some sort of truth coming to light there. That's the truth comes to light mid-April, and then you really make the decision to walk away from this situation because it really hurt you, okay? So it is... you will end it there, okay? Because there's nothing further you can go with this situation. They're saying they've shown their true colors, and there's no going back. Now I thought that was enough, but they've said go again. Oh no, okay, sorry, I just have to shake up the energy there because the deck is getting very heavy. There is this feeling of rock bottom with the situation, so please bear with me one moment, please. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. That's more like it. Thank you. What else do my Geminis need to know? Seven of Wands. Okay, Seven of Wands there. So this is this is how can I say this? It's like someone ran away from being dishonest with you. Someone, I don't know how they can run away if they're in isolation, but it feels like emotionally they're running away. okay? They don't want to deal with it. Seven of Wands also is, you know, feeling like there is this fight or flight energy to do with this card. There are self-imposed restrictions on this, but it feels like Seven of Wands energy is you're having to protect yourself, okay, against someone's words, or, you know, like, it's not, it could be competition, but it feels like you're in self-defense mode, you're in protective mode. Now, this could, of course, speak to what's going on with the pandemic in the world at the moment. So you are protecting yourself, you're protecting others, but you are rising above all of this anxiety, all of these sort of things that are attacking you, as it were. They're not actually attacking you, they want me to correct that. It's like you're jumping over all of the obstacles, okay, and you're coming out on top. They really want you to be mindful, to be positive, because you are coming out on top there, okay? Fight or flight. That's what they keep saying, fight or flight. And you're flying. You're doing well, Gemini. It's a really good time for you as we're coming on out of April there. They want you to put, yeah, okay, there. Thank you so much. They have asked for one more. I do apologize if this reading goes, okay. I can't take that as too many. They've asked me to be quiet. I'll just say this one thing. Sorry if this goes on too long for you. I'm just guided to how many cards they want in each session, so there is no time for me. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Thank you. Okay, although there's three, they've asked me to take this for you. Okay, so we have, yeah, they're clarifying the reading basically. Oh, they've asked me to switch it around. They've asked me to do that. Thank you so much. So the first card would have been the Queen of Wands. Again, it speaks of this sort of self-confidence, self-assurance. Now, this is a Leo card. Some of you may get back in contact with a Leo. That's what they want you to know. There's a connection here with a Leo, someone who's a very feisty person with a lot of confidence and a lot of self-assurance, okay? But the energy of the card also speaks to, although it's an element of fire and you are air, it speaks of you taking on this energy of being self-assured, okay, and just leading with an all-knowing feeling there. You are being divinely guided. You're surrounded by a lot of light, so this also asks you to continue with this very creative project. It will sing to your soul and will rise you up. You will, again, it's not a gender-specific reading, but you'll feel like in queen energy. You'll step into your power there with this creative idea. Okay, so they've just asked me to put that on top of the Ace of Wands there. And then you have, yeah, you have the Seven of Cups, which is, again, speaking of these choices you'll have at the end of the month there. It'll be maybe too many choices you'll feel, but actually you will wheedle it down to two choices, okay? Both will serve you, both emotionally fulfilling energy will come from it. But they are saying you will have some choices. Some of you also may be dealing with someone who's got commitment issues, and that's why you sort of split from this person, like in the recent past. So you will be making decisions on that relationship. So they're just clarifying the reading there about making these decisions that will serve your higher purpose in terms of your money, but also in terms of your emotionally fulfilled connections with other people. Okay, so they've asked me to put that on top of the Lover's card because it is a decision to do with love mainly. And Six of Swords. Okay, I love that energy. I think Capricorn also got this as a final card. Six of Swords is about being divinely guided and protected during this troubled time. So as you can see, the waters there are choppy, and you're being pushed out there into calmer waters towards the end of April. Okay, so you're not alone. There are two figures in that boat. Okay, so they just want you to know this is not a time where you're alone. You're not alone. They really want you to know that. Also, swords, they talk of the intellect. So again, it's about releasing this anxiety and being in recovery mode. So things are, being restful, staying away from all of this constant bombardment of information. So they're just saying, they're just again showing me, you know, putting this mobile, this cell phone away, this laptop away, just putting it slightly away, not spending so much time on it, and really quietening your mind. So they're just saying that they are bringing better times are ahead. They've just said better times are ahead. So again, it says wonderful changes are ahead. Don't give up. They keep coming back to those two cards, perseverance and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so thank you so much, Spirit Guide. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. I'm truly grateful for this reading so far. I'm going to give you an Angel Oracle card. Okay. They do remind me sometimes of things I haven't done. So I'm really grateful. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What else do my Gemini need to know for the month of April 2020? Now, some of you, I just got a feeling in my head there. Some of you are overthinking a lot of things and giving yourself a migraine. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. They just, the word migraine has just flashed in front of me, and I got a funny feeling there in between my eyes and my head. So migraine, okay, some of you may be dealing with migraine. They're saying please don't worry, but do rest. Keep yourself away from these electronical things. They keep saying that. So focus on service. So thank you so much, Spirit. This also clarifies the reading in terms of you being funny or using your gift to raise the vibrations of other people, whether you're sending videos or you being funny or funny videos to others to raise vibrations. That's a form of service to other people. So it says, your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in the stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. Okay, they're really acknowledging this giving, receiving that you are already doing, Gemini. And you're doing it because that's who you are. You're just this wonderful soul who, you know, looks out for all of the people in your closest sphere. You call your friends family. So friends, family, all of those people, you really look out for them, all of them. And they're really just acknowledging that. Keep in that stream of giving and receiving, because it is that wonderful service that you have, that you give to people. You really help them. You don't realize how important you are to them. And steady progress. So yeah, perseverance. They're again clarifying this reading with perseverance there. Okay, so the steady progress that you're making, it says, we acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. Okay, so again, they're just clarifying that you have a wonderful connection to others, Gemini. You really do look out for your friends. You have incredible ideas. They will be very important to serving others and raising their vibrations, okay? And you can make a lot of money from this, but also you can have a lot of emotional contentment because of it. So Spirit is acknowledging that you are making steady progress. Please persevere. It says, do not give up. Don't give up. These cards go together, okay? Thank you so, so much, Spirit. I'm truly grateful for this wonderful reading. I'm just going to give you a trinket before I go. So I have a foot. Okay, so this is a foot here. This is, they want to connect it to a baby's foot. So some of you have children out there or are expecting children, or as I said earlier in the reading, having this reconnection with your partner and wanting to raise a family, or discussing the ideas of raising a family there. So that's the baby's foot. But they also, ooh, that's a powerful one. They've also, thank you, Spirit. They've also come on in with a poem called Footsteps, and it's about not being alone. Okay, so they said, look up the poem Footsteps, You're Not Alone. Someone needs to know that message. Someone needs to hear that message. Someone needs to read that poem. It's called Footsteps, okay? And it's about not being alone. So you're being divinely guided, okay? Through troubled times, you're not alone. Footsteps. Please look up that poem. That's just come on in there with this trinket. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. They also wanted me to just say, towards the end of April, you'll be able to be on the move again. Okay, with the foot, they've got that there, on the move again. Okay, making waves, making an impression. You'll be on the move again. So I'm just going to put that there with the Queen of Wands there. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm truly grateful. Thank you, Gemini, for spending time with me. I hope this resonated for you. If it did, please like or subscribe to my channel. It's completely free. All you have to do is press the bell there. Apparently that's important. That means you've let me know that you've really connected with the reading, which is really important to me, and it lets you know when I update my next message. Okay, so thank you so much. I wish you a wonderful April. Hopefully this energy shifts, and as I'm feeling from all the cards, the readings at the moment. Stay safe, my beautiful Geminis. Love and light.